Hey, welcome back to my channel. I just want to make a quick introduction to this video. As I said in the previous one, I split my week in half on the videos. It just became too long. If I would have included this clip here, I would have gone somewhere in the 45-minute range, and I'm not a fan of these long YouTube videos. I prefer them in the 15-20 minute range max. So yeah, that's the reason why I cut this. And as everyone who watched the previous video knows, this is the one about the upgrade on my ground pond. So in this video, I'm upgrading my ground pond, the planter area, or the planter trough that sits on the side where the returns coming from. The simple reason for that, I'm not sure if I explain it after this in the coming clip, but in just quick explanation to it. The reason I'm upgrading it, I put another layer of bricks on top of the planter trough around it, because the reason is, when I designed and built my ground pond, I forgot about that. If you pump water up and you pump it into an area where it has to return through pipes that might be a little bit smaller than the original pipe that feeds the area, your water level will of course increase. You will get a higher water level, just normal gravity principles, and the flow, of course, for flow restrictions. So I didn't think too much about that. So I thought if I have the entire pond level on the top, that will be enough. That was a big mistake I learned. So I had to reduce, even my pump's running already on minimum power, the bare minimum, as I wanted it, and it's still producing lots of flow and good filtration. I still had to reduce the outtakes, and I'm not a fan of reducing the outtakes, so that the pump has to push against a barrier. So that's why I made the decision to do this week. I mean, I had it for a while in my mind, but this week I just bit the bullet. I had the fiberglass here for the last couple of weeks for this project and a couple others coming up. So in this video, I'm increasing that height, fiberglass it, and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, that's behind my upgrade in this video. So, and it's not waffling too much on. We go into this, and I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and found it interesting and helpful, yeah, please like and subscribe. Okay, see you next time. Okay, we got the plants up. We lowered the water level in the pond a bit. So one plant I put here, and I will probably leave it in here too. What I'll do, we'll hook this floater up to here so it stays in that corner, because this plant had been covered by one of the other ones. I'll show you which one is this one, and the growth it had done is just astonishing. You look at this plant here, and it's massive. So but when I put it back in, I'll cut a lot back. It's like the root system in there is massive. Same here, the papyrus here, this one didn't grow much, and I think the main reason is because of this massive plant here, whatever it is, and the papyrus had even grown inside there, and the root system is just phenomenal. I mean, it's hard to see here, there. It is huge. But yeah, these plants have to be cut back before I put them back in. And yeah, as you can see, funny, 2 fish have survived in here. They must have gone in here when it was when they were a bit smaller, and yeah, just I guess they just survived on the plants, the root system and stuff that was in there. So yeah, she's not too bad looking, bit pale, but that's probably because I've hardly seen any light. But yeah, little update on this part here. So the plants are out, the water levels are down, and now I will take the feeder off, fully turned off, and I will take these tiles off. And please cross your fingers for me that I can take them off in one piece. So I like to reuse them when I'm finished. Yeah, so far all good. Come back to you for the next part. Okay, next step is done. All the tiles have come off, as you can see. The two cores are still in there. They like it, I guess, but they're the next going out. And then I will get my bricks and put them up today. Oh yeah, I'm happy. All the tiles have survived. They actually didn't adhere as well to this, what are those called? This tile adhesive. I don't know why. So that's good in this case. Good. Come back when I did the bricklaying. Good, we're back, and the bricklaying is done. You can see the overflow is installed as well. So now I have to wait till it nicely dries, and I can start the fiberglassing. So, you might you wonder, will I render this or plaster this side? And I decided, no, I'm not plastering this side. As soon as this is dry enough, I will nicely smooth it all out, and then I will, when it's dry, hopefully tomorrow, roughly I think, some tomorrow, I will fiberglass this part, top coat it, and then it should be all fine. I just struggle at the moment. There's still water coming out of the biochamber. It still gets pushed up here. What surprised me a bit is it should be a bit lower here in the pond. But it reminds me that I have to turn off the water flow for in the morning, the top up, or the trickle in, so that this is all nicely dry by the time I start working on it. Yeah, the fish are probably not that happy. They lost the water, and as you can see, the air curtain is going. That's very important. But they're not getting any food all day. From the morning, they didn't get any food. That was stopped straight away because the filtration at the moment is not working. The pumps are turned off, and if everything goes to plan, it should be done on Saturday, and then Saturday we'll be starting up again. Hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. Cross fingers. Yeah, there's that little update. Bricks are done, and then when I'm doing the fiberglassing, I'll come back to you. Okay, we're back, and the fiberglassing is done. So yeah, it worked out pretty good. I put only one layer of it on because this top part will not be much in water. Water will lap against it, but it's not a big thing here. And it's 600 matting, quite thick matting, and because I did a little bit too much of my resin, to say at least, because I have probably another 1.5 kilos left in my bucket. There is a lot of resin on this fiberglass, a lot. So I didn't skimp this time on the resin. It's plenty on it. So next one will be the top coat, but stay on it. I'll show you in between. I have another job to do. I'll show this for you. Oh, you want one little thing for everyone who has a koi pond or a pond anywhere. It doesn't matter, koi pond, just a pond. This is a godsend. It costs a bit, but this is a pond vacuum. There are cheaper ones out there. This is a Oaza one. Um, they are a bit more expensive. However, they are worth it every dollar, I would say. They're reliable, they're strong. I have hardly any problems with it, only if it sucks some big thing up that I didn't see and it jams in one of the entry or exit ports, and then it stops the automatic water releasing. Because you can suck and suck and it will just change chambers inside. When one chamber is full, it swaps to the next chamber, releases the water out of the first chamber, and so on. So this is, I believe, a must for every koi pond owner. Believe me, I've used it now so much. Not only just to clean out the bottom of the koi pond, I cleaned out the bottom drains. I cleaned out now that top part. I sucked that water all out. So it is good for a lot of things around the pond, not just for the floor. Just a little one to remember. If you have a koi pond, get you one of these. I'm not saying you have to get a wild one. They're a bit pricey. I admit that. But like always, you you get what you pay. So just keep that in mind. Just because something is cheap might not be the best deal. I have bought in the past a lot of the cheap ones, and usually I fall on my face with that. Anyway, that's just a quick one with this, and now I'll show you the other job. Just walk down this pathway here. This needs a bit of weeding, but pruning of these new plants. They all survived this summer because I had weed tick on it. Okay, just turn around here, and that is my next job. See that old gate there? For years, we're now living here 7 or 8 years on this property. We put up with this bent gate because someone in the past, I think this tray dropped a big branch or half its size, dropped it onto the, you can see on the gate there, it bent the broke the corner there. I'll fix it to use it for the last couple of years. What I did, I put a wheel on it. Last week when I was at work, the wheel came off. Basically, the bearing collapsed inside. And I thought, yeah, yesterday I thought in between jobs, yeah, I just have a look if I maybe can adjust the hinges and lift it a bit up and this. Nah, I discovered actually that corner was broken. That's why you can't adjust it anymore. So I bit the bullet. I got a new gate. I should have got a new gate years ago. It was the only two, including the hinges, because this is a different gate system. And saying that, no, I need new hinges. They're a little bit different, and it's better start from scratch new. It's only $220, brand new gate, and it will work perfectly. We don't have to drag it on wheels or no wheels. In winter, when we have lots of rain, we have puddles around here. So I had plans to build a gate out of timber, but then I thought, really, will that be the best? Am I good enough? Are my DIY skills good enough to build a gate out of timber that is strong and stable? So I decided yesterday night, nah, let's get a gate. You know, like everyone has these wired gates here. At least it works. That's good. So yeah, that's my next job. Taking that off. That goes to the tip tomorrow. Putting that on. Shouldn't be too hard. Famous last words. Okay, come back to you when I'm done. Okay, another job done. Finally, we have a gate that works perfectly. I'll show you. Fuck, it is amazing how. Oh, zoom won't. Oh, that's all zoom I can do. Shame. So yeah, now we can use this one just normal, and then just you can see the gate is above the ground now, and it stays in. Well, it stood in place before because it was on the ground. But yeah, now I can just normally close it without dragging it, having wheels on it, and just close it and done. And it's locked and good for our husky. Gives him a message not to escape, hopefully. But I tell you, I thought this could be just a 15-minute job, you know, that's what I thought, roughly. It took me probably half an hour to get holes to this old timber post. I mean, I thought this timber post was about to fall apart. That was honestly my opinion, but it is solid. I'm not sure if it's Jara hardwood we have here, really good. That's a really good timber, or something similar in the color but much stronger, because honestly I thought I had to get a new drill. That was what I thought, but I got it through. Took me just half an hour and it's done. Job finished finally. Okay, next job will be, well, first lawn mowing and then probably the top coat on the planter box. Yeah, see you in a bit. So the fiberglassing and the top coating are done. Very happy with the outcome. I put this railing in. It's just a plastic rail, and then what I'll have is these round bars. I mean, I had thought of these stainless steel thread rods, but I came up with something better. I had laying around in my shed. I actually bought for a different project, and they are just 3/16 stainless steel thin round bars. And what I figured out is, they're thin enough but strong, I just push them through the planter boxes, and I'll show you in a second. Let me go over there. So here you see these planter boxes, and you see this mess of a plant. This is, oh, can't believe it. And what I've done, these rods here, I just stuck them through, and then they will sit on the rail. They're perfect. With the other rod, I have to actually put a cable tie through it to fix them to the box. Otherwise, it could just roll away or be pushed away. So yeah, and with this plant, eventually, even has these beautiful massive roots, and they'll suck probably a lot of nutrients out of the water. It's just too big for this planter trough. So I probably will, during the winter, find another. I actually have a plant. That's a canna plant from the other planter trough river, and I will just use that one. You know, swap them over. I'll basically put that in that bigger planter river I'm building during the winter, and take a side shoot off the other from the canna and put it in the planter box. Yeah, so that's all done. Still have a messy. I'm starting filling the water in a second. One thing I actually did yesterday, normally you make not enough resin or top coat, flow coat. My case, the resin was not too bad. It was a bit more. I did a bit more than I needed, but that's okay. But with the top coat, the first mix for the first coat, I mixed just under 1.5, and I should have just mixed maybe 800 ml. I would have been plenty enough. But yeah, I had so much left over. I actually painted it on the bricks here on the outside, painted it on the back there. So I'll have now probably a nice paint job on those bricks for the next decade to come. That will probably never come off. A little tip: you can put resin and top coat on, I think, almost any surface that's there, and it will dry. But I've never heard that before. But I just, when I had a bit left over, I just put a bit on the bricks. That has now finally starting to cure. It's still tacky, funny thing. And the black, I didn't realize, because when I was painting the fiberglass on the top here, that was all dry. This morning, for an example, I just, it's dry, beautiful, everything is cured. And then I lean literally with my arm on this here, because I thought it's all dry. And for some reason, the top coat hadn't cured on the clay bricks, and it's still tacky. I cleaned a bit off with acetone because I couldn't handle it. 3 times I leaned on it when I was working here, and basically after the 3rd time I lost it. I just got acetone and wiped it off. But everything else on the render there, over there, the render, all the top coat has dried. But on clay bricks, it's not drying. I don't know what it is, but didn't want to dry. So yeah, so that is this part here. That's done. I'll now start moving the plants in here and refill the pond. That's really starting to happen now. And if you ask, I acetoned all the fiberglass off. I washed it off, gave it 2 big wash offs, and it has now for 24 hours roughly breathed. So any styrene that's still left on the top coat, I think it will be that minimal. It shouldn't harm the fish. I mean, I've never had any dramas in the past, but yeah, there's one other thing is I heard and I got told that you always to watch not to put fish straight into a fiberglass pond. So I think it should be good enough. I don't think the last time nothing happened. Okay, that's it from this point. I come back when it's all finished. My next favorite job will be tiling this here. So what I will do, I will use these tiles and put them on here and just mow it in. Worst part will be making a hole. But I realized I forgot. I lost my the tile hole maker, so I'll have to come up with a little solution to that problem. But for everything here, there's a solution. Stay tuned and come back to you when it's all finished. We're back, and I've done the tiling yesterday. Got all the tiles around the edge, the sandstone looking tiles are all done with the hole cut. I'm happy with that. The top tiles, they're only laid at the moment on it. I haven't been glued to the top. That's okay. I'll do that tomorrow or next week, depending on how much time I have. But yeah, everything is back to normal. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's a bit dark here. The pots are all hanging on the rails as I had it intended or planned. I'm happy with it. Only 3 pots in there because the growing is so big. I want them to give him a bit more space. So that fourth plant that was completely covered by the other one, I put it here now, and it's just floating in. And at the moment I have the stainless steel bar crimped, so it's in place here over the edge, so it can't go away. However, I'm not 100% sure if this will stay here, because when the feeding starts, I've done a little bit of feeding today, only one little bit, just not even a handful, and I could see that the feed would actually go in here, in between. So I have to watch this, how bad it is. Otherwise, I might put it somewhere else, maybe over there, somewhere there, and then crimp it in over that edge there. It's maybe a bit better place. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy. Everything is working, and so it can't overflow anymore. There's no overflow. It can go higher. That was my big mistake when I planned it. I didn't realize, I didn't think about that. When you pump water up and you want it come back out, it will be always on the other side a bit higher. So yeah, but yeah, I just have to glue the top ones on. What's it called? Do a bit grouting on the tiles and get the feeder back in place. So I'm trialing something. Just I put this here and I glued it onto the surface. And if that holds, then I just put the feeder, drill it on top of here. Because these tiles, these here, it's so extreme to drill holes into it. When I was connecting the cover over there and drilling holes in, it was a nightmare. These are not like normal tiles. These are extremely hard, and I have no intention to drill 4 holes into this tile again. So I'd rather glue this on, and I know after that, if I ever want to change the feeder or I want to take it off, I can actually, I'm pretty sure I can pry this off with a wedge. But yeah, we'll give it a go, see how strong that will adhere to the tile. If I have my doubts, I will not put it on. I will take it off and maybe go through the paint and drill holes in it. Okay, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this episode of my little upgrade on the ground pond.